Hello, everyone. Welcome to Financeology 101. Class is now in session. The information provided during this podcast is just that information. You will need to do further research to address your specific situation. Enjoy the session. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Gifted Generations Presents Financeology 101. I'm your host, Robin Seegers, and my husband is co-host Elroy Seegers. He should be joining us in a minute. So this is our session on "'Tis the Season of Overspending for the Holiday." So we're going to shop till we drop. I don't think so. Our resident financial guru is Ms. Tina Smith. She's the president of the Financial Tea Coaching and Consulting Firm. She's a financial coach, a financial mentor, and she's an author. Her book is titled "It's Your Turn, Walking Your Financial Purpose." Hello, Ms. Tina.
Hello, Robin and Elroy. Thank you for having me. And this is a very timely topic because now that Thanksgiving is over, most people draw their attention now towards the holiday season as far as Christmas and New Year. And Christmas shopping is a highlight, especially the day after Thanksgiving. So for those who might not have started their Christmas shopping, this topic is just for you. So I'm really excited. And again, very timely topic today.
Yes, because we were out in them streets this weekend. And girl, stuff was everywhere. I mean, people were just out shopping like crazy. So we just wanted to just have a friendly chit chat about just not overdoing it, because you got to live after Christmas. You have to
You sure
live,
do.
and you don't want to put yourself in all that debt afterwards. So let's talk about that. What kind of advice that you would give, Tina?
Well, this is a very touchy topic because I have family members that really harp on Christmas gifts, making sure that the kids get everything that they want, regardless of cost. And that's just kind of just what I grew up with. I mean, my parents made sure that me and my sister had everything that we could have ever thought we might have thought we wanted. So that's just the kind of my mom would try to read the room like, they want this. And we're like, no, we don't. And my mom could be like, you watched the commercial 8 times. I'm like, well, that's kind of how many times it came on. But she really was in tune. She tried to be in tune with, what we wanted for Christmas. And so my parents were the kind that would go above and beyond to get us everything that we wanted for Christmas. And, so I realized that there's parents and people that are that way. So if this is you, indeed, I just recommend considering what a budget is. I did say the B word, but it's best to plan out your Christmas shopping. If you're going to buy a bunch of gifts for Christmas for kids or, for family members, parents, it's really good to be proactive and put a budget together. That would absolutely be step number 1. And I would recommend that for anyone who is Christmas shopping. It's not, for those who may have limited funds. This is something I even do. My limit this year for our son was $250. And I made sure that I didn't spend more than that. Could we afford to do more? I'm sure we could, but no. I mean, my son has everything that he needs, and there's, he understands that there's things that we want him we want him to have, and things that he wants, and we respect that. But, we're just not the kind of family to just go all out for Christmas. We do recognize that Jesus is the reason for the season, and we're not trying to overdo that. We just want to, still bless the people that, that are near and dear to us. Of course, our son is first. But even in that, I put a budget for him, and he's our only kid, and he's the only kid I'm buying Christmas for. So, you know, what we used to do. I'll give you a quick tip. This is, I do some tea spilling every time I come on. But I remember when my husband and I were looking to build our credit score, and we would really take our time to um, use one credit card. And as we did, we would work to pay it off, during the year. So we worked really hard, to do that. In the meantime, but it takes super, super duper discipline to do this. But in the meantime, what we would do is we would rack up our points for this credit card.
Mm-hmm.
And, there have been times where we've had hundreds of dollars in points, and that would be our son's Christmas money.
Wow.
Oh,
So
okay.
we would do that and use that as our son's Christmas money. And so we would have the credit card company cut the check, sent to us, and that's what I would use to do Christmas shopping for our son with. So that's a strategy that I used that didn't include my own money, at least,
Mm-hmm.
directly.
Wow.
But that's something that takes a lot of discipline, because, as I say in my book, there's not enough points in the world to pay your bill. But I
Right.
mean, if you're going
Right.
to, if you have discipline there might be an opportunity for you to use dollars that, you earn through the year, and not have to necessarily, spend your money directly. So that's how we budgeted for a long, long time. We just used the points off of our credit card, and that was our budget.
Wow, that's awesome. And then another thing that I know that banks allow you to have Christmas savings accounts. It's too late for this year, but come
Yep.
January, you can open up a savings account strictly for Christmas for
Yep.
Well,
next year.
my parents did that, and I'm not sure if it
Mm.
was a savings account. I think they did loans back in my parents'
Oh
day.
wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
have
yeah.
they
So
call they call Christmas clubs,
I
Yeah.
believe so.
vacation clubs. And the good thing
Something
about
like that.
yeah, the good thing
Yeah.
about those things, they allow you to save. You can even open up like 2 or 3 months into the year, but they always close your account the same time every year, which is right around Thanksgiving. So you can't say,
Mm.
"Oh, let me keep it for another year." They close the account for the most part. These the ones that I've dealt with, and they give you
Right.
all your money that you saved up to that year, and they let you go out and spend it, and then you can come back and do another one. So
Okay.
they're very helpful, because if you think of saving $25 a month or $50 a month, that's $600 towards Christmas.
Exactly.
And it's
Yep.
already budgeted into your finances and everything, because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times we say, you know what, we're going to spend this much at Christmas. We put it on credit cards. We don't save. And then
Nope.
what's after Christmas? You got Valentine's Day. So you got those tough
Mm-hmm.
back to back months with January in the middle, of
Right.
spending, and so then you get your check back from taxes. You blow that too. So it's so much going on in the first part of the year. It's crazy, and this time of year is people just tend to go crazy as far as spending. We don't. We
Right.
try to
Yeah.
be wise of how we spend our money. I just go by my own ears, to tell you the
Absolutely.
truth. So.
Same. And you guys have read my book, so you know my
Mm-hmm.
entry
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
called
Mm-hmm.
Surprises
Mm-hmm.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas
Yes.
comes the
Yes.
same day
Anytime.
every year, but
Yeah.
somehow it sneaks
Yep.
up on us, and
Every year.
we did not
Mm.
properly plan. And just like you
Nope.
were
Low
talking
planning.
about, just like you were talking about, I would rather take a little bit, say $50 a month. So let's say $25 a check. $25 a check throughout the next 12 months
Mm-hmm.
versus taking $600 out of this one check right here, right before Christmas,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
where I
Mm-hmm.
may be, sacrificing rent or mortgage
Yep.
or another, bill. And that's just something that's not wise. It'll always come back to bite you. You'll be like, oh, well, I'll just get it back next month.
Talk
Something's
about it.
going to happen to where you can't get it back next month, like
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
Right.
plan. And,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I'm wishing that. It's just life. Because
Right.
it's happened to me, so that's how I know. So
Stuff happens. Stuff
it
happens.
does.
Yeah.
Life
Stuff happens.
happens. And so you want to make
Life.
sure
Yeah.
that you want to make sure that you are absolutely prepared. And for any parent who has tween or teenage kids, I highly recommend gift cards for the kids. I remember when our son, was 12, 13, 14, shoot 15. And, we would just give him a gift card and we would take him shopping the day after Christmas when everything is on sale. And now he can go buy his little J's, his jerseys, whatever he want to go do, his little clothes. He can go buy, and then it's a fun time for him to go to the mall, to shop and stuff like that. But, now he's about to be, he's 16 now, and he's just like, yeah, I'm good with that now. But hey, for the 12 to, like the 11 to 15, that was just exciting for him. He was like, yes, I get to go to the mall and shop. He would just have himself a good old time with his gift card.
Look, it's not only exciting for the kids, it's also exciting for adults to get gift cards. Give me a gift card. I'm going to be in the mall like your kid. 11 and 12. Them kids better get out of my way. Knock somebody down, trying to get myself off the rack.
But you know what? You also have to have a strategy of who you buying for, because we'll try to buy for everybody under the sun. And if someone give me a gift, I got to give them a gift. No, that ain't true. If they give you a gift, God bless them. You don't have to turn around. You might feel guilty about it, but you don't have to turn around and give them a gift because somebody
there are specific people in my life that I buy Christmas gifts for. And my husband and I, we don't normally buy Christmas gifts for each other. We're just like, okay, well, look at all this other stuff that we did. Look at these trips that we did, or look at this new TV, or look at this new whatever. And Merry Christmas, That's kind of our Christmas,
Yeah.
But I will say this. What we do, if there's going to be any gift giving, it's not necessarily a planned thing. Like, he'll tell me, babe, don't give me anything for Christmas. I didn't get you anything. I'm like, okay. But last year he ended up getting me a jewelry box because he felt like the jewelry box that I had was too small. So he felt like, okay, let me go ahead and replace this jewelry box for her. And he bought it around Christmas time. So we'll take a look at, needs for each other. And I have this particular, I know that my husband likes something in particular, like, I don't want to give this away because I have his gift on the way to the house. But I see something in his everyday, and I feel like there's a gift that I could get him that will solve a problem that I believe that he has. And so with that being said, I'm like, he would enjoy this because it fixes this, so that's
paying attention.
Yes.
Attention. Yeah, you're paying
and
attention.
that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, I bet you he would appreciate this because it solves this problem, So that's what we're doing versus, I'm not going out and buying him, some expensive watch or, whatever. He's not doing the same for me. We just kind of look at and pay attention to our spouse and say, you know what, I think he would appreciate X, Y, and Z. But we don't do Christmas gifts traditionally, no.
So you're saying if I keep showing my wife that car magazine with the Lamborghini, she going to get that for me? That's what you're telling me?
No.
So
I said fix a need. I didn't say.
I want. Oh, okay, my bad. I got the needs and wants kind of mixed up.
Fix a need. Let me tell you, separate them.
Let me tell you what my wife used to do. My wife used to take the magazine and she would fold it on certain pages. So when I would open it up, I'm like, she was looking at this. It got so bad. I'm like, why all these pages folded on the magazine? 30 pages in the magazine, 25 are folded. It's like, okay, what in the world? But that's how she always communicated with me, was through the magazines, how things were folded. Now I would pay attention to it. Like, okay, she wants this here. She doesn't need this here. So let me fulfill her wants for a change, not just her needs.
Yeah.
So she would stick with it. She would stick with it.
Yeah, but I highly recommend know your audience, know who you would be okay not getting a Christmas gift for and who you would get a Christmas gift for. So for the most part, our son and, our moms, that's kind of where the buck stops. And every now and again, depending upon, the holiday, and if my sister and I could spend it together or something like that, my sister, here's a great example. So we were together for Thanksgiving, and I appreciate her. She serves our military. So I really appreciate all her service.
What's her name? Say her name. Say her name.
Yes, her name is Master Sergeant Tara Wright. She is in the United States Air Force. and I'm so proud of her.
All right.
She's a unicorn. She's actually one of the top ranking Black female
Well, all
security
right.
Wow.
forces in
Shout
the
out to your
Wow.
entire
sister.
Air Force.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's right.
because
Shout
Yeah.
out.
yes,
Oh,
so I'm really excited that she's doing so well. But we were together this holiday, and my sister doesn't normally ask me, for anything for Christmas, and I normally don't. We normally don't exchange gifts. Well, I had gotten there, and there were some boots that I had on. She says, "Ooh, girl, I like those," and I'm like, "Girl, yeah." She says, "Where you get them from?" So we're having this whole conversation about these little boots I got on that I just got, and so I showed her on the website, you know, that she could order them. And these boots literally were $24.99. And
Mm-hmm.
so she says, "Ooh, girl, these are cute. Get me these for Christmas." I said, "Oh, okay." $25 later, she had a Christmas gift. See, it doesn't take a whole lot.
Yes.
It doesn't take a whole lot.
Right.
She was like,
Right.
"Oh, dear girl, these boots is cute." I mean, I've gone to
wow.
she's gotten me, and no diss to the company I'm about to shout out, but she's got me paparazzi jewelry for Christmas last year, and those are
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
$5 a pop. And I think she gave me
Wow.
like 6, 7 pieces. I said, "Oh, because
Right.
now I know these are $5 jewelries, but shucks, I mean, it's not
It's a
about how
thought
much
too.
the
Yeah.
gift
Right.
It's a
is.
thought.
Right.
It's about the fact that
Right.
she thought about me, and she knows that I like
Right.
to coordinate my jewelry with my outfits, and so she thought
Right.
enough of me to get these cool colors that I wouldn't have
Right.
normally wore, but now I have a reason to go, extend, broaden my
Mm-hmm.
horizon
Mm-hmm.
about my colors. So it's the thought, and I mean, I bought my sister um facial stuff, like stuff that I ordered for myself. I might have gotten an extra order that I didn't use or need. I'm like, shoot, that's her Christmas gift. I
Wow.
mean, it doesn't take a whole lot. It really doesn't. And
Right.
I don't want
Right.
anyone to be under the impression that you have to be broke to,
You
to
don't.
do Christmas.
You
You
don't.
don't.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-mm.
You're right. I know when I was younger, my mom used to give each kid $100. Having
Oh,
five kids,
wow.
that's $500. When I was like,
Yes.
10 to 11. Well, I thought she gave me about $100. I know I got $100. I know I'm her favorite child.
You might have been the favorite.
Yeah, maybe so. But out of that $100, we had to buy everybody a gift.
Okay.
I got 4 brothers. Three brothers and one sister.
Uh-huh.
So and then my mom a gift. So basically 5 people. So what's that? $20 a pop. So you
Yes.
really had to know how to shop. This is one thing that really taught me
Mm-hmm.
about budgeting early on is my mom always would give us allotment of money and said, "This is your money for Christmas. Make sure everybody gets a gift." And so
Yeah.
she taught us without knowing that she was teaching us how to budget for every situation, every person. So I had to
Mm-hmm.
learn, like when I was 10, 11, going out to the store, oh, this person's going to get a tie. Oh, this is a nice hat. I may
Yeah.
spend
Yeah.
30 on one person.
Mm-hmm.
That means this person's going to get 15. Those kind of
Basically,
stuff.
yeah.
So it taught us how to budget and how to shop and save early on. Now, I don't know if she knew that was her intention, but that's what I drew from it, is learning how to
Sure.
spread my money across the board and saying, well, I ain't got no money for no friends. I ain't got money for myself. So, but the good thing about it, I got 5 gifts, one for each child, plus my mama
Mm-hmm.
every year. So even
Yeah.
though I had to give away something, money that she gave me, plus my lawnmower money, I always got something back. So it taught us early on, and that still resonates in my mind today, of how that little simple thing taught me how to look for bargains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
My favorite cousin called Clarence sale.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Listen, I'm
So
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that if you're a planner for Christmas, you've already gotten your Christmas shopping done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And you've gotten your Christmas gifts at the best price they will ever be. I
Right.
appreciate Black Fridays and all that. Them people lying, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those things ain't on sale as much as
Mm.
as much as they trying to make it seem.
Don't we know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Don't we know?
So with that being said, please be mindful that yes, it says Black Friday sale, and what may have happened is they increased the price just to make you feel
Yep.
better that it's as quote unquote low as it is.
Gotcha
When it might have
sales.
been, that might have been the sale price for Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna say
so
this. I'm not gonna say this store name, because this store, but it's a store that we frequent often, and So we went to the store. We're like, ooh, half off sale, half off sale. Me and my wife, we went rolling to the store, walking to the store. And she went to the ladies' department. I went to the men department. I'm going, holy crap, these prices are high. I was like, quadruple. So I walked around to her. She walks around to me. And I said, we both said, did you notice something about the prices? We were like, yes, they're way higher. And these people were snatching off the rack. Why? Because they said half off.
If.
We walked out with like one thing. Oh, no, we're not doing this. Why? Because we shop there often, so we know the prices. So we already knew this is way too much. This is not a sale. This is no. I'm not saying it's a rip-off because it's a good quality clothes. I'm just saying we knew a sale when we see a sale. So you were absolutely right when you says the price might have been inflated just to get the regular price when you purchase it. So we experienced that this weekend first. Did we, baby? This weekend?
Yes, we did.
We was like, wow. I'm not gonna say the store, but we was like, wow.
No, that's just the way that it is. And it's capitalism at its best. I mean, you're looking like folks are eager to get out and shop, again. And so, but we just have to be wise about it. I want my son to have the best too. But that doesn't mean I have to go broke to get it. So I plan ahead of time. Not only do I budget, but I start shopping very early. My son's done. My son was done way early. He's done. So, when you do that, you make sure that, you are able to get prices that you're willing to spend, not what the going sale is today, if that makes sense. And so you can, the earlier you start, then the more flexibility that you have. Because at this point, if you're trying to shop and then say you're online and you're trying to shop, this might be kind of the last week that you can guarantee possibly that your gift will arrive on time. So that's something. So at this point, you're like, well, shoot, I'm desperate. Now I got to pay more to have it, express shipped. Now I have to pay more, to X, Y, and Z. So when you shop early, you're able to do it at a price point that you would be more willing to spend instead of, oh my goodness, this purse costs her. Okay, I got to get it because I'm running out of time.
Right.
And again, same concept in my book. It's your turn. Walk in your financial purpose. You don't want to hear the words "we're out of toilet paper," but if you don't plan and you're just like, oh snap, we're out of toilet paper, and I need this toilet paper like right now.
Jesus.
So going down to the corner store is going to cost you way more than than if you had planned for it, So get a list. I don't recommend going Christmas shopping. You don't have a list. Have a list, just like you would a grocery list.
Yeah.
Just like how much you want to spend on groceries. You don't want to pay $5 for that box of cereal. So you're going to go somewhere else, or So these are the things that you could do to make sure that you are able to save. Even while you shop.
Right. You know what I love to do? I do this every year. Robin knows what I'm going to say probably. I love to go to the store because certain times of year, Christmas time, they only sell certain things, little trinkets and stuff. I love going to different stores and trying to find those things that they normally don't sell throughout the course of the year, but you can always find it in the shelves and the aisles this time of year. And I really load up on those things because it's like, oh, look what I found. Oh, look what I found. I put them on the tree and it's just to Elroy, from Elroy. It's just me to me.
Yeah.
But also, go. I was getting ready to say that, and they also came up with Christmas in July.
Yes.
You know how they average. Yeah. So start looking for stuff then. I mean,
actually, you're reading my mind. You're reading my mind, Robin. I mean, it's for depending upon how fast your kid grows, this may be a little difficult. But I always shop for clothes out of season.
Yeah.
So like in July, I'm not shopping for shorts.
Yeah.
I'm shopping for sweaters.
Right.
Yeah.
And vice versa, because a lot of times they're trying to get rid of this stuff because nobody's buying this stuff at this time of the year.
Right.
Same as a grill. I don't recommend going to get a grill in the midst of summer. Go get it in the wintertime. Ain't nobody buying grills. Everybody got their attention on snow blowers and things of that nature.
Right.
And so the prices drop, so, just the whole point of the conversation is about planning. So as you plan, you're going to, get better ideas, get better deals. You're going to catch sales that has nothing to do with Black Friday. You might catch a 4th of July sale, and those sales are good too. So, don't limit yourself to just one sale. If that makes sense.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And also, I noticed that with Elroy's, with my in-laws, what they do is draw names.
That's a
So,
great point too.
mm-hmm.
It keeps, and I was going to say actually, Robin, you were on the same wavelength tonight. I was thinking about that for single people.
Girl
For,
power.
there's folks who, they don't have family or they can't go home, if you're anything like, my sister, there's holidays you can't go home and you have to spend them with the people that are around you, your friends
Right.
and stuff like that. So it would be a great opportunity for Christmas shopping, to pull names and set a limit on the Christmas gift. And, White Elephant is super fun to do. I like it. And, you could do that with your family versus and buy one gift versus trying to buy everybody gifts. So that's an
Yeah.
idea. That's a great idea. That way everybody has the same budget and and one person doesn't feel obligated or shamed at the same time.
Right.
Because if you put a limit on my mom, she's gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, excuse me, it's my Christmas gift. I'm doing one. And now she done spent $150 when everybody else done spent $20. But
That's too funny.
but with that being said, though, that way no one feels ashamed that they didn't get the most expensive gift or give the most expensive gift.
Right. So that,
Because
we
again,
just have
it's
to
not
stop
about
being
the money. It's about
Right.
How you feel about people.
right, and being creative and how you do this, because I'm not spending all of my money and then on December 26th I'm looking around like, now how I'm gonna get food or how I need gas
Yes.
money, and it's like, no, and that's not really the purpose for Christmas. It's about
No, it's
Jesus.
not.
It's not
Yes.
even
Yeah.
about that stuff. So if we take the focus off the stuff,
Yeah.
then we're better off.
And
true.
our every country I'm sure has done a great job commercializing,
Yeah.
Christmas. And it's okay to, buy gifts for people that you love. What I don't want anyone to do under the sound of my voice is to go broke behind it. That's all.
Yes.
Do your
Yes.
Christmas shopping. Just don't go broke behind it. Just don't.
Right.
I don't want to hear
Right.
nothing about how you can't make your car payment.
Mm.
Plan ahead, or hey, we're getting evicted because X, Y, and Z. Them kids didn't need all those gifts. You love your children. Most parents love their children, and most parents want their children to have the best. But that also includes keeping food on the table for them, keeping the utilities on. It includes just the practical things, not just things.
Right.
It's
Right.
practical stuff, And I would even venture to say, these kids nowadays, they're way more advanced than we were. We were happy to get Christmas gifts under the Christmas tree. These kids nowadays, like, where's this trip to Disney World? When we going to Hawaii?
Yes.
I mean, they're like that, right?
Big dreams.
Yeah.
Yes. These kids are serious. And so, even with that, it's about making memories with them too. So it's not just about things. It's about, making memories so that when, us as parents, when we're dead and gone, our kids won't remember a lot of the things that we got them for Christmas. A lot of times it's the memories that were made behind it.
Yes.
So please,
Yes.
y'all don't get stuck on, Christmas gifts and going broke behind it. No, please don't get stuck behind that. Love your kids, not just the one day as if the gifts determine how much you love them, because I know you love them more than that. And you buying them Christmas gifts doesn't equate to your love for them.
Right. And half the gifts, the next day they can't find a piece here, a piece there.
Girl, or
They
broke,
can't
depending
find it.
upon the age,
Yeah.
girl. Oh my gosh. You're like, I just bought this yesterday. How is this game broke already? Or
Yes.
you didn't wear off the batteries that quickly, son. Okay.
Keep that receipt.
Jeez Louise. Or keep a load of batteries on you, because I mean, I remember my son, he would get games, boy, them batteries be dead by nightfall. I'm like, I just got this today.
along with the toy.
Yeah, and kids are a funny thing, because today my son likes this, tomorrow he's gonna like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't want to be all salty. Now you didn't buy him $500 shoes, And now you salty because he ain't wearing them no more because
Yeah.
they're not in style
Yep.
anymore. So just be
Yep.
mindful, of all that. I mean, I've looked at my son plenty funny. Sometimes I'm like, I bought you that sweater and you just ain't going, okay.
Yeah.
So but he liked it then, but he might not like it anymore. I mean, just kids and their fashion sense.
Yeah.
They're just so
Yeah.
they're so changed. It changes so much. So you don't want to, look at your kids funny either because you didn't spend quote unquote all this money. I heard that a lot. Now we didn't spend all this money for this.
Yeah.
So don't
Mhm.
don't look at your kids sideways either.
Yeah.
And a lot of time with kids, how they do it is that they want something, and then once they get it, okay, I got that. Moving on to the
Mhm.
next thing,
Moving on to the
and
next thing.
and
Yep.
and they just keep moving on, and you
Yeah.
done spent hundreds of dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and
Now
they
I'm mad
ain't
because I'm
even.
still making payments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we
Oh,
really have to get a hold on this. And of course there's always a bigger picture when we talk about, even this situation. And just like Robin, you said it 2 or 3 times and it bears repeating. You have to live after this. So the
yeah.
whole
Amen.
point of
Amen.
making sure that you're wise, and guess what? When you are shopping wise for Christmas, when you get this concept, you'll be surprised how the next year goes for you because now you're
Mhm.
mindful not just on Christmas shopping, but on
Mhm.
other areas in your
Mhm.
finances.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So Christmas
Mhm.
shopping is just the hook to get you to think about this topic rather is just to get you to hook to start thinking about what are you doing with your money, for the rest of the year too. And once you really get a hold of being okay with not shopping for everyone literally and their mom, for Christmas, once you get a hold of that concept that it's okay that somebody bought you a Christmas gift and you didn't think and then you didn't buy them one. It's okay. It's not about oh my goodness, I forgot you. That ain't it. It's that
Right.
person, it was on that person's heart to bless you with something.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Say thank you and allow that person to bless you. It's okay. You don't have to reciprocate every single time. So
Yeah.
don't feel bad if, you got a Christmas gift and, you didn't buy that person a Christmas gift. You say thank you and you move on. But start
Right.
thinking about the things that you do for the remainder of the year. And everybody is in a different place in their finances. And I
Amen.
just want to encourage everyone that no matter where you are in your finances, do not be afraid to budget. Do not be afraid to take a list. Do not be afraid to get your favorite kids' gift cards and take them shopping after Christmas.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid of that. You don't be afraid of all these different ideas, the Christmas Club. Don't be afraid of these different ideas to
Mhm.
help you manage your money throughout the year so that at Christmas time, you don't feel stressed
Right.
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
It's not supposed to be a stressful time. This is supposed to be a time of good cheer, of
Mhm.
love. It's supposed to be a good time of, enjoying your family. So don't make it into something that it should not be.
Yep. And there's so
Yeah.
many churches, even if you don't have the finances to support your kids to buy the things that they want or need. There's so many churches that are doing like Christmas tree gifts and stuff. So, definitely look around to your local neighborhoods and things like that to see what they're doing in the neighborhood. I know our church is doing the exact same thing. We adopted a school. So you really got to
Yeah,
pay attention to what's out in your local neighborhood. And if you don't have the finance to do it, maybe seek another way as far as things like churches and stores and stuff like that because they do a great job as far as
absolutely.
giving away gifts and stuff like that.
And also, don't be ashamed if that is you to where you can't afford to buy
Right.
your kids Christmas gifts.
Amen.
Our church does the same thing, and thank you for bringing that up. So, if you're in the DMV, the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, our church, Grace Church in Dumfries, Virginia, we have a Christmas giveaway every year. There was one mom, I think each one of her 5 kids got bikes one year.
Oh wow.
And I
Wow.
mean, there are some of us who, we don't have a little kid anymore. So, the nostalgia of having a whole bunch of Christmas gifts under the tree just isn't a
Mm,
16-year-old's dream anymore. So,
Right. Right.
amen.
we're a part of that. There are other folks who are older that doesn't have children. They want to bless other people as well. So if that's you, absolutely consider, connecting with your local church and see if they have a program like that and let
Mhm.
other people, bless your children as well. So that's an excellent point.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Well, that was good. Anything else where you can think of that will
No,
bless
I
someone?
can think of my cash app thing. So I can always get it out to people, and they can always cash out me. You know,
You know
it's a
what?
season to be giving. Christmas just ain't get Christmas unless you give Arrow some money. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, one thing I know I love to do is like I love to shop for myself. Robin knows that. Robin said, "Now take the gifts. I go out and buy it, and I wrap it up." She's like, "I look at all those gifts on the tree." She said, "Yeah, every one of those gifts are yours. Yeah, I pay for them." I go out and buy what I want because I'm not gonna be disappointed when somebody said, "Man, I thought this person was gonna give me this here." I go out and buy it. Or I tell my wife, "Just I want this." But we're so used to giving out throughout the course of the year, we don't feel
Yeah.
no certain way for Christmas if some person gets something or doesn't get something. You know, we try to
Yeah.
make sure we take care of ourselves and our kids.
Throughout the year.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier. There's no stress. You know, we don't worry about Christmas. We tend to worry about other things and other people sometimes. And then if we do see something that person like, we'll go ahead and buy it. But it's not like I gotta go out and buy my wife a gift. I gotta find out something. It's no longer that stress level. You know,
Yeah.
we've been married for 32 years. So you grow in wisdom when it comes to those kind of things. You know, there's so much more focus on this time of season than just buy my wife this nice ring that I just purchased her, that which is not the truth, Rob. I didn't get you no ring, baby, so don't worry about that.
That's okay. I'm good.
But I always try to give her a little something under the tree, just so she can have something under the tree for that time of year. But we try to do it that way, not no stress, no stress.
Right, right. So I encourage all the listeners that, if you've done your Christmas shopping, excellent, good for you. If you haven't, this will be the best time to do it so you can go ahead and get it out the way and keep your stress level down because you don't want your blood pressure up about this now.
Amen.
But I would recommend too, if you've never saved during the year for your Christmas gifts, let this be the last Christmas that you stress over how much you're spending and what's left. Let this be the last time that you do that and start planning now because Christmas comes every year, the exact same date of the year. It's not a surprise. So you start planning now.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
I totally agree. Well, thank you so much again, Miss Tina. I pray
You're
you have a
welcome.
Serving
blessed
that tea, serving that
holiday.
tea is always
You
serving that
know
tea.
it. That tea be sweet too.
And I pray that you have a wonderful holiday season and everyone in your family stay safe and blessed.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
same
yes.
to you all. Merry Christmas
Merry
and
Christmas.
Happy New
Merry
So,
Year to you
Christmas.
you want
guys.
to give
Same to you.
the website and stuff, Robin, before we leave, or what you want to do with that?
Yeah, Tina can give hers out and then you can give.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody saying Merry Christmas, good night, have a great day. Like, hold on, we got some business though. We got to do some commercials here.
Okay.
Yes, so if you know me, I can be found anywhere on social media at the financial T. That is the at sign TheFinancialT. And so if you're looking for me on the gram, that is the underscore financial underscore T. That is THE underscore FINANCIAL underscore T. And my website is thefinancialt.org. And there you will be able to find more information about me and our mission. And also being to have an opportunity to buy my book called It's Your Turn, Walk in Your Financial Purpose, which is a great Christmas gift, by the way. In fact, we do have a Christmas sale going for the book. If you buy 4, you get 1 free. So would you look at that? So now you've got 5 Christmas gifts just like that. And then this is how to teach you how to fish. And once you're taught how to fish, now it's up to you.
Okay.
But yep,
Yes.
that's us, and we appreciate it. We always look forward to serving you.
Okay.
Yes. Get
Well,
those y'all go get those books because they will bless your life.
Thank you.
okay. So
Okay, Errol.
I'm gonna give you some news here, Tina. It's kind of maybe surprise you. I'm a co-author of a book called The Victory. It's a dose of victories for veterans. I co-author a book
Oh,
with yes, her name is Miss Melanie Bonita. She helped me. Well, she helped she allowed 30 authors to go out there to co-author a book, and she gave us maybe a page and a half to write something that we wanted to write about, just encouraging veterans. We just released it this past Veterans Day, so it's out there on Amazon. It's only available on like an iPad, something like that for now. The book's coming out pretty soon.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So just something new to me. So I'm a first time co-author. So hey, part of my profile now. So hey, I give myself props. But did you know I went out and counted the number of podcasts we did this year, and I give my wife all the credit. This is our 26th podcast.
Oh, you guys have been
26.
Wow.
consistent, like every other week, like
26
consistently.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Yes. 26 podcasts. And we've never said this here, but these podcasts are put on by Gifted Generations LLC. And I'm gonna give you our credentials in a minute. And we always invite Tina back because she's a financial guru. She's our professional expert that we allow people to come on and just talk to her or hear the podcast and can reach out to her for different things as far as the financial situation. So we want to always say thank you this time of year, Tina, because you've been very consistent, and we appreciate the fact that you actually coming on and just spending half an hour to 45 minutes just talking about every topic available, because you are very well versed in so many topics, and you also are qualified in every state too. So hey, do your thing, girl. So
thank you so much.
Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than deserve. So that's my gift to you. That's a big thank you.
I'll take it. Absolutely.
My wife is laughing. My wife is laughing. So our website is our Instagram account is Instagram, of course.com, gift.gen. Facebook is gifted, which is GIFTED Gen LLC. And our website is giftedgenerations-llc.com. And we always say what? Rob, don't forget
the dash.
The dash. And also, y'all, we help improve lives by improving one's personal finances. That's something me and Robin, we love to do. We remove the stress to everyday financial management. By the way, we also have a budgeting app. Check it out. It can change your life. It is called Bags of Money app. Our app slogan is same money, new level.
New level.
Same money that you're using today can take you to a brand new level. It's all how you maximize that money every single day. This app is amazing. It's only available on Android. We are working hard to get it out on iOS. So we'll hopefully that'll be our Christmas gift to ourselves. We can give you guys. But the app does a major thing as far as you being able to project your spending. So it is now, November the 30th. If you want to know how much money you want to have in your account to spend for Christmas, you can click on December the 15th. The app can tell you based on your income and your expenses and your spending habit. It'll say, hey, on this day, December 15th, you will have this much money in your account to go shopping. Or I can say, hey, you're going to be short. Don't spend no money. It can work both ways. So go out and download the app today. It's available on Android. Coming soon to iOS. It's called Bags of Money. Go and get it. Invest in yourself. There you go.
Well, thank you for that commercial.
I'm just getting ready for TV, girl. That's all. I'm getting ready for TV. That's all.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Thanks, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
So
appreciate you.
For truly blessing us this year. We appreciate you.
And thank you for always allowing me the platform to be able to come speak to everyone, just to be able to spread some knowledge.
Yes,
and
you're
you do
welcome.
spread it. And you do spread it too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for tuning in to our podcast, Financeology 101. I hope you enjoyed this session and the information provided will assist you on your financial journey. Until next time, be financially engaged.